So we have one more week of this cleansing and ending and purifying from that Virgo full moon. Now we're going to head into the Pisces new moon next week. So today is this square of the sun and the moon, which is that last turning point on our road. And this is a cleansing road, a healing and purifying one with that Virgo full moon. So we're still in those energies and still working with that cleansing. So now with the Sag moon fire here, we have this double mutable energy, the sun squaring the moon. So sun in dreamy and spiritual Pisces, watery Pisces, and moon in fiery Sagittarius. And this is highlighting this square that's going to be happening all year, this dance that Jupiter and Neptune are doing. And these are the two spiritual planets. These are the two God planets. So Jupiter is that kind of one God, and Neptune is the we are all one God, that more Eastern religion where we fall into the nothingness and the oneness. That's Neptune. But these two planets, Jupiter and Neptune, are the spiritual, the higher mind, they are mutable, which is in the mind. So fire in the mind and water in the mind. So Pisces, water in the mind, is our beliefs. What do we believe in? What do we have faith in? That's Pisces. And Sag moon, it's what do we see? It's yang, positive energy, polarity, it's logical. But not very logical today, because there's a lot of strong Pisces influence, and our Sag moon today will square Neptune right before it meets up with Jupiter for this big boost of expansion and optimism with Sag. So before we get to that expansion, we square with Neptune, which means the Sag light, this fire in the mind, this seeing and visioning into the future, is going underwater into Neptune land. So that's the Sagittarius submarine. So we all get into the Sag sub, and we're going to vision, but it's going to be underwater. It's going to be in the dream. This is very dreamy energy, very spiritual, very religious, very higher mind. And that's the key word here, mind. All this mutable energy is all about the mind. Sag is fire in the mind. What do you see in your mind? What are these sparkling fires that are created in our minds? So it's about the faith with the Pisces, right? The Piscean faith, and then the Jupiter and Sagittarius righteousness, right? So these energies are squaring all year of Jupiter in Sag and Neptune in Pisces, of these two spiritual planets in their home signs. So I think this whole year is just pushing us to spiritual expansion. Spiritual expansion, spiritual expansion. Try to say that 5 times fast. But that's what this year is about. And if we get caught up in the square battle of it, instead of just this pushing towards expansion, where it's like faith and visioning, and faith and visioning, and they push on each other to get bigger in this spiritual expansion, or we can fight about who's right, especially with Jupiter and Sag. That's the shadow of Sagittarius, and Jupiter is this righteousness. Mine is the only way. So if we get into this fight of it's faith versus my way, then we're not channeling this energy in this spiritual expansion that we can all tap into right now. So let's go with that. And it's all about the mind. So I think that since we're in this clean out, cleansing period, preparing for this Pisces new moon next week, talk about spiritual expansion. So we're in this cleanse out. So today, the next 2.5 days are about cleaning out our minds. Jupiter wants to expand us and have us vision bigger, these 2.5 days that it lines up with Jupiter. It'll only happen 12 times this year when the moon comes into Sagittarius and it hits up with Jupiter. We only get a year of Jupiter in Sag, so let's use it and let's vision big. And if things feel fuzzy today because of this Neptune influence, remember that we're Sag submarines. We're going underwater with our light, with our fire, with our visioning and our expansion. We're going into the dream and into the compassion. So, woohoo! Spiritual expansion. Have a beautiful day. Bye.